Welcome guys to another video of development using the triangulation method. And in this video, we are going to develop a hexagon. Hexagon has 6 sides, and here we can see this hexagon is standing on its vertex. We're given here the radius, not the radius, the diameter, and in order to get the radius we have to divide that 80 by 2, which is equals to 40, meaning that from the center of our drawing to the corner there is going to be 40. So that's what we are going to use, or the side length of our hexagon is 40, and as you can see using your eyes, this distance is equilateral a triangle. So obviously you're going to need a compass for this. So let's start by drawing our views, the front and the top as it is. So one thing before we draw, please notice that my drawing board is placed in a portrait form, not in landscape. The reason for that is because of I won't have enough space to draw this pyramid, because of these are larger dimensions, 125 and 80, plus I have to develop, so I won't have enough space. Alright, let's draw our top view first. First I'm going to draw my center lines. I'm going to draw my center lines. Just want to make sure if I won't go over. So the center lines, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, and use my set square. Long dash, short dash. Okay, now I'm going to take my compass and I'm going to open it to 40 millimeters. Guys, don't open the compass to 80. That 80 there is not gonna work. It's the diameter, not the radius. So you draw a very light circle, because the end point of this is to draw the hexagon, not really the circle. So don't make your circle too dark. There it is, my circle is complete. Now, with the same length that I have, I need now to place my compass in this vertical center line, and I'm going to make this mark, and this one over here will represent this corner, and then down here I'll do the same thing. Put your compass there, and then you're gonna make 2 marks. Let's go to our drawing. Vertically make a mark on both sides, and then down here you do the same thing. Going to make a mark and another mark. So what is left now is to join the marks. join the marks that we have made with a straight line. And we're also going to join them to your vertical center lines. I'm going to join them also to my vertical center line, like that. The other way. So there we are. We have drawn the first hexagon. Guys, you cannot draw the one inside this one right straight away. As you have seen from our previous video, to draw the hexagon inside, you need to project from your front view first to get these points, and after you have these points, you'll know the distance from there to there, or you can just use your set square to finish it off. But you can know the distance from, or the radius, and make a circle, and then you follow the same steps as you've done with the first one. So now to draw the front view, you need to project from your top view and then leave a gap, and then we're going to make a line, find the center of your drawing, and then measure the height, and then you will draw from there. So I'll put my camera a little bit back so that I can have space for my set square. Project from the corners, and when I say project, I mean draw light lines from the corners of your pyramid, including even this one in the center here, because that's going to be very important. You're going to measure the height from the center now, and then I'm going to need the base. There it is. So the height there we have 125. So I'm going to measure from my ruler 125. 125. So 125, and then from my apex, now I'll draw very light lines joining the corners of my base. Well, next we're going to measure that 50 height, and then draw a straight line touching the sides of my pyramids. And then to finish this off, I'm going to make this part dark. And then which one? The one in the center darker, according to the sketch. So the next step that you're going to follow now is to number the corners of your top view. I will start from the right, and then I will go clockwise. That's how I prefer always. Once you have done this, you transfer now your numbering to your front view. This one will be 1 and 2 because it's on the same point as these two. This one is 3 and 6 because it's on the same line as the two numbers. This other one is 4 and 5. 4, 5. So now we are ready to project. So first step, remember from our previous example, we also have to join the corners of our top view. So remember, we took our compass and we open it from the center and then to this corner of our top view, and then we've drawn an arc. Even in this one we'll do the same thing, but you really don't have to because you already have a circle around. So you just have to project now from this line here, going to your front view. Just need a light line, and then you need to extend that base of your pyramid, hexagonal pyramid, and then that point you're going to join it to the apex, and then that point you're gonna call it number 1 of your template. And then also remember, you need to also join that point there. And now here comes the fun part. Going to open your compass now from the top of your pyramids, and you are going to draw an arc. I'll remove my camera. So we start from this corner here. So now someone may ask, say, what can happen if I didn't draw this true length line? Well, the answer is that your template, if you've developed it and cut it, is not going to fit on your top view. You will see it's going to be a little bit smaller because of it is not drawn using the true length line. So we've drawn our first arc, now our second arc. Remember, to the truncated line, that line there, again going all around. So the next step that you need to do, now open your compass to 1 and 2. Since it's the hexagon, all the sides are equal, so I'll use the same length. I need to mark 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember guys, always you need to mark 6 times plus 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1. Because the ones of your template must be joined together. You cannot join the 6 and the 1. You'll see your pyramid will have 5 sides instead of 6. Now all you have to do is to draw light construction lines from the apex of your pyramid to your points. All of your points, just like we've done on our last video. If you have not yet watched the first video, I recommend that you start with the pyramid that has 4 sides, and then you build your way up to this one. So there we go. Now what you need to do, remember, we're joining now the numbers 1 to 2 using a dark, now straight line. So remember, it's a hexagon. With hexagons, the sides are straight, they are not round. If you're gonna cut your template as it is, not gonna get a pyramid, you are going to get a cone instead, and we are not developing a cone. So I've joined my numbers 1 to 2 up to 6, and now I'll join also up here on this truncated point. So since it's truncated straight, you're going to join these lines now using a straight line as well. And now what left? I need to join. Actually, I need to make my corners dark. So you just join the upper line and the lower using very dark straight lines. So there it is, my pyramid is done. Should I cut it out so that you can see what it will look like? Sure, let me cut it out. Just gonna remove my camera. With the scissor. And don't cut on top of the lines exactly when you're cutting this. Cut a little bit outside so that those lines can be visible. So remember, you need to have extra material there so that you can be able to paste now your endpoints. The next step is to bend all the corners. Now exactly on the line, you are going to bend your paper. Right there on the line. And then put it through. And paste the last points. So there is our pyramid base, as you can see, and it's open on both ends. So if I can put it on my top view, it must fit exactly. It must fit, so I can even, if I want, cut my base and paste it at the bottom. I can even do that, so I can even compare it with my front view. It must fit perfectly. So that's it, guys. Go practice, and don't forget to like these videos and subscribe on the channel. See you on the next one. Thank you.